Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael Music, and I want to put a final bow on things when it comes to a pleasing personality and the factors that really make up the personality. So, we had 25 factors total, and each video I spent a little bit of time going over each of the factors. So we're on number 23 right now, but I'm going to start back again with 22, which is so critical, and that is having patience, right? So you may be wondering, like, how does having patience have anything to do with developing a pleasing personality? Okay, so from personal experience, when I first started getting on my journey and stepping into the realm of entrepreneurship or sales or whatever you may call it, right? I was expecting the results of people that were 30 years old, 35 years old, that were millionaires, and I was getting antsy about some things. Okay, so you got to understand that when you get started, it may not click for you until you're even 18 months in. And what do I mean by that, right? Maybe whatever vehicle you have. Like for me, when I first got started, it was a painting business. Then I went on to other tasks like life insurance and just a sales development representative, right? I definitely worked hard, but did I have the patience to know that every day, all the work that I'm putting in and really building into myself, especially when I started getting into books and talking about conversations like this, right? All that stuff, it's not going to happen over time. But what I can tell you is if you stay consistent with it, it will build up on one another. And the compound effect is real. I may not be old enough to really understand just how powerful the compound effect can be. But I can tell you just from when I got started at 19 to where I am now at 23, right? It definitely has built up and built up. So patience. In Napoleon Hill's words, he says, you have to have patience in the world we're living in, right? It's a world of competition. You're constantly being called upon to use your patience. By using your patience, you will wait for things when the time is more favorable, right? Are you get to certain levels and you realize that there's a lot of opportunities being presented to you, right? Are you going to jump at every opportunity, right? Because all these opportunities, you can make money, but is it in line with your definite major purpose, right? Is it in line with your values and what you really want to present yourself to the world? So having patience, let me just put it the other way. If you have impatience, how can that really bite you in the butt? How can that you know cause you to spend a lot of your time and energy on an area or field that isn't really serving you in the long run? Okay, so that's patience. All right. Number 23 is gracefulness. Okay. In Napoleon Hill's words, he says that gracefulness is is like the way that you posture yourself and the way that you carry your body, right? When you speak, even though I'm sitting down right now, how am I sitting? Am I slouched talking to you? Or do I have my back straight with my voice projecting? I can probably sit up even better, right? But how graceful are you when you hold yourself, when you are telling people something that you believe in, right? How do you hold yourself in those situations? And it comes to your body posture and especially even the tone of voice, right? How does the tone of my voice sound? Do I sound uncertain, or do I sound like, hey, I believe in this stuff and I find it very important to get this point across to you? Okay. 24 is humility. Okay. And we're talking about humility of the heart based upon a keen sense of modesty. All right. So what is humility? All right. So I'm not going to be able to read Napoleon Hill's words on this, but I can tell you, with success, how can you relate to the people that haven't made it yet, right? Unless you express humility. When I finally found a way to get out of the rat race, so to speak, right? Am I bragging about it to other people and putting them down because they still have a job and they're still working for an employer, right? Or can I express the humility within myself to be like, hey, I definitely get where you're coming from. I have actually been there myself. And something I found was just a better way, right? Can I because at the end of the day, let's face it, no one really cares about what I have to say. No one cares about what I am thinking, even though, you know, the way I feel that I'm thinking is a more positive way than what the masses would, right? No one cares about that. So it doesn't matter what level of success I reach. Can I express a level of humility so that I'm not putting others down because they haven't figured it out yet, you know? All right. Now, 25. This is the last one for today. It's personal magnetism. Okay. So in Napoleon Hill's words, he says this, of course, has a reference to sex emotion. Okay, to an inborn trait of the owner. Now, this personality cannot be cultivated, although it can be controlled. Although it can be controlled and directed to beneficial usage. Okay, so I'm just going to keep reading Napoleon Hill's words. As a matter of fact, the most outstanding leaders, salesmen, speakers, clergymen, lawyers, and lecturers, teachers, the most outstanding individuals in every field of endeavor are people who learned how to transmute sex emotion. They can convert this great creative energy into doing the thing that they want to do most of the time. Okay, so we're talking about personal magnetism, right? When you are around my energy, right, it really doesn't matter what I am saying, but am I able to express this type of magnetism that makes you want to at least listen to me more, right? Or am I repelling you, and the things that I'm saying, the way I'm saying it, is it pushing you away? So this comes down to transmutation of energy, of creative energy. How can I transmute the inborn energy in me so that when I'm trying to get my point across to you, when I'm trying to explain my vision, it's actually making sense to you, and it's something that you want to latch on to as well. Okay, so this gets pretty deep, this personal magnetism, and it's possibly one of the most essential factors of a pleasing personality, right? There's sometimes you go to an event or you go to a party, and there's just some people that you just want to be around because they have this personal magnetism to them, and they may not even know it, right? Or then there's some people at events and parties, and you don't know why, but you feel it in you. You're like, I'm just going to stay away from that person. I don't know what it is. I don't know who they are or what their story is, but there's something about the way their magnetic energy is that I just don't want to even go near, right? Because that person has not mastered transmuting their creative energy so that they become magnetic and that people just want to gravitate towards them, right? Part of the reason I've been able to network with some incredible individuals is because I developed this idea of personal magnetism, and it has definitely gotten me into rooms that I never thought I would have gotten into, right? Because of just being a magnetic character, and this above all is definitely a huge characteristic in developing a pleasing personality, right? And this is going to lead you to massive success because if you can attract the right people in your life, you can attract the right business partners in your life, the right friends and family in your life, right? You you're gonna be successful, right? I'm not saying this is the only thing that's gonna be successful, right? Keep in mind, there's 17 principles to the master course of success, but it is so crucial to have. Okay, so that is the video today, wrapping up what constitutes a pleasing personality. Um, I want to thank you all for watching. We're going to continue on with the next principle of success next week. And I'll leave you with this. Until we meet again in time and space, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye, everyone, for now.